Hey y'all, it's Jason from Guardhouse Devotionals. I thought I'd look this up because it was just on my mind, so I figured I'd let y'all see it too. According to the Oxford Dictionary attached to the Google, it says preach is a verb usually used in third person. Preach is, you know, preaching, preacher, kind of thing. And it says to deliver a sermon or religious address to a certain to address an assembled group of people. Then it says publicly proclaim or to teach a religious message or belief. And then it goes on to say earnestly advocate a belief, a course of action, to give moral advice to someone in an annoying or pompously self-righteous way. The informal says, used to affirm one's approval of or the state support for a stated opinion, advocated course of action, etc. Preaching to the choir, advocate something to someone, the people that already have the same convictions and merits or importance. And it says Latin, pray before, Latin, declare, which means declare. I'm probably butchering those pronunciations. But I mean, as you can see, proclaim, declare, before, preach, and then it says that it's, Old English from an Old French word, from a Latin word, which it says proclaim, and before that it says declare, before declare. Isn't that kind of cool? I said all that, showed all that. Now we're going to go back to this. It says in Mark 16, verse 15, and going probably to 18. Well, I'm going to start at 15 and go to 17. Get my point across a little bit. It says, and he said unto them, go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. 16. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned. It's actually in the word. We're just going to read those two. Go ye unto all the world and preach the gospel. In Matthew, flipping back to that one. The sister passage in Matthew chapter 28, again, King James, chapter 28, starting in 19, going to the end, says, and Jesus came and spake to them, which means spoke, saying, all power is given to me in heaven and in earth. 19, go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and the Holy Ghost. 20, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you, and lo, I'm with you even to the end of the world. Preaching, proclaiming, teaching, all those pretty much tell you that you have to teach somebody, that you have to tell somebody. And it doesn't matter if you're the most eloquent, if you're the least eloquent, which, I'm in that category. Most of us is. Our grammar is not correct. Our spelling generally does not work. But it's where our heart is to tell somebody. The old phrase is, I got to tell everybody, I'm here to tell anybody about somebody that can save everybody. At least I think that's how it goes. So, whether you read one line to somebody, half the book, the entire book, whether you put them on a program like through the Bible or something like that, it takes 5 years to go through the Bible. You take them to church and they hear it proclaimed, declared. You are taking part of the Great Commission. So go out there and tell somebody about Jesus. Whether you stutter, whether you stammer, whether you can sing it from the housetops to the rooftops, to the clouds, to the canyons. Just whether you tell one or millions, whether you tell your camera that's in front of you that sends it out to whoever will watch, or you're like Billy Graham and all the rest of those televangelists and all that can pack stadiums and tell everybody about Jesus. Whether it's one or millions, take the time and tell them. Because it's far better for them to hear it from you or me and us try to live the life than they get to that end and they go, hey, I didn't know you were a Christian. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me about all this? And you go, I was afraid. Whether you're afraid or not, it's better to tell them and then walk away than you not to tell them and then burn, because you were the one that was supposed to tell them. You were the only one that they were to listen to. Hope this helps.